¿Qué sopa familia? ¿Cómo va la vaina? It's your girl Kenny Ken from Guided Affirmations, bringing the Leo sun and moon signs, their June community. So it's just the collective energy of what is coming forward towards the Leo sun and moon signs for this month. It's a collective reading, so therefore every bit of this message may not directly resonate with you if you have Leo sun and moon placements. But you guys already know the vibes. If you've seen one of my videos, you know we get into breath work first. Breathing is so important, and it's so vital for our everyday functioning. So what we're gonna do for this June is we're really gonna focus on longer exhales, just to calm down our sympathetic nervous system and any anxious kind of feelings that we may be getting. Not to say that you're feeling anxious right now, but it's just a tool. I want to give you a tool for life, right? So essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to inhale regularly, filling our balloons like big up like a balloon, and then on our exhales we're going to contract our bellies, and really just allowing all of the air to flow out. And essentially what we would get is a longer exhale. So we're going to do a trial run. So an example I've been giving is inhaling for 4 counts and then exhaling for 6 or 7. So let's try that. We're going to inhale and exhale. So just want a disclaimer, please inhale and exhale at your own pace. All of our bodies are different, and the way that we breathe will not all be the same. Whether you breathe in through your mouth, whether you exhale through your nose or your mouth does not matter. It's literally up to you. Move with your body. Y vamos a comenzar. We're going to do 5 breaths, just like how we just practiced. Y vamos a inhalar y exhala. Inhala y exhala. Inhala y exhala. Inhala y exhala. Last one, la última, y vamos a inhalar y exhala. Let's do one more, Leos. Let's just do one more. Inhala y exhala. That last one was for me because I'm feeling those vibes. But let's see what shadow truths are coming through for the Leo sun and moon sign for this month of June. What overall shadow energy should Leo sun and moon signs be looking at? 2 cards, please, Spirit. What overall shadow energy is coming through for the Leo sun and moon? 1 more card, okay. That's interesting. So the first card we have is Sacred, and the second card we have is Ponder. And I'm getting this idea of, do you doubt your abilities? Do you doubt your greatness? Do you live in this idea that there is so much more that you can be doing, or there is so much more, your goals can be higher than where they are, Leos? Do you hold on to these ideas that bring you in a space of neglecting who you actually are, And I think those are definitely questions you should ask yourself this June. Do I paint a false image of myself to myself? Because really that's what I'm getting with this Ponder, and then also with Sacred, because we're sacred beings, period. And Leo especially, you're very radiant. You're very much so a sign that gets the rep of being very confident, but that does not mean that deep down inside that we feel that. Sometimes that doesn't even, I was about to lie and say I've met Leos that aren't confident. That's not true. All the Leos I've met are confident as fuck. But shout out to y'all. But sometimes this is reminding me of a conversation I literally just had the other day. Like, sometimes we're so confident that like we're hiding something, and that's what I'm really getting with this, that like there's something being like hidden almost about your abilities, especially with Triumph at the bottom of the deck, like and not totally being in realization of all that you hold that is sacred, you know, Leo. And you should really sit with that and ask yourself that if those questions like really resonated with you. But let's see what divine spirit guide is walking with you for the month of June. What divine spirit guide is working with the Leo sun and moon signs? I'm taking one card, and I've shuffled all of these already. Okay, so it says rat, right? And it says, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. It's the green space for me. I thought it was marbles, but it's not marbles. I wonder if you can see that. Okay, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. It's really the green space for me, and I really thought that was marbles, but it's not. It almost looks like stars almost, but from a distance. And I'm getting this, I feel like June is gonna really bring forth like some like heart chakra healing for you. Excuse me. And just the sense of really getting into who you are, right? Wow, I'm realizing what the cards were that we just pulled, and like this idea of being true to yourself, and like true to me is translating as authentic here. And the only way we can be authentically ourselves is if we actually acknowledge those feelings of doubt, and those feelings of, if you do experience feelings of doubt, I should say, like, you know, if we acknowledge those and like we tell ourselves, well, you know, like this is what we feel and that is okay. Like I think that's very important. Let's see what I'm gonna read for you guys really quickly. I definitely feel like the sense of heart chakra healing, and just like really tuning in and finding more comfort within your bodies, just the way that like he's like curled up within himself, and like just really yeah, just like finding more calmness and like more security within who you are and standing in that really firmly. I'm gonna read this one chapter. It says, do your best at, I said chapter, this one paragraph. Do your best at all times and only take on that which you can handle. Check internally that you are taking responsibility for your actions, then relax and know that your life mission will eventually be recognized and you will receive your just reward. Leos, just really hold on to the faith, you know, like it might be really like, because that kind of gave me the idea that you might be experiencing some troubling type times in terms of like when are things gonna move, you know, and I wonder if that is what is coming up as doubt for you, like just waiting, you're starting to kind of like lose hope almost, but like be patient and trust in those abilities, you know what I mean? Really trust in those abilities. But let's see what is the overall energy coming forward. What does the tarot spread have to say? 4 cards, please, Spirit. What is coming forward towards the Leo sun and moon signs for this month of June? I almost said May. What is coming forth? 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards, please. So far, 2 more cards. So far we got the 9 of Swords. I can't see the card underneath it. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. So many cards came out. Okay. 1 more card, please. 1 more card, please. 1 more card. The card that just came out is the Star. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got him. We got him. Decisiones. Tenemos 2. We got 2 2s. We got 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Or I should have showed this last, but I'm gonna just leave it with the way that I set it out first, because that was the last card. The 2 of Pentacles was the last card, and then we got the Star. And just this idea again with like the 2 of Pentacles and the Star coming like right next to each other. I'm really feeling like you're gonna have a lot of like kind of like choices to make, and it's really giving you guys like, wow, honestly, this this is really aligning with the top one for me, just with the idea of the swords, the 9 of swords, and like how she's really just like holding her head, and like all of those swords, which is air energy, thoughts, communication, and it's just like piercing through, like from the top all the way, from like your aura really is big, so all the way from the top of her aura to like actual her physical body now, right? And it's almost like you have so many like ideas and so much communication, so much mental fog, right, flowing through you this June in regards to like a decision, or just like in regards to kind of like, yeah, I was about to say being decisive, which is essentially about a decision, right? But this is really giving me the sense of the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like my thoughts are all over the place. I'm so sorry. So sorry in advance. But with the 2 of Pentacles next to the Star card, I'm gonna go back to that because that's where I was starting, right? With the 2 of Pentacles next to the Star card, but it being in reverse, is giving me this sense of like being indecisive about what you bring to the table. Like this Star card, like she's literally, she got enough, like, you know, she is half on land, half in water. Like that's how potent her energy is. That's how resourceful and abundant her energy is. Like she has so much to give, you know, that she can afford to like literally pour out, and she can afford to put her stance in 2 places, you know. But I also think like because this 2 of Pentacles is next to it in reverse, it's giving me this sense of, do you feel that you do not have that ability? Do you feel like you need to be this one solid thing? Do you feel that you need to be directly on a certain like playing field? Like if you can't be on both sides, like you can't be water and you can't be earth, right? You must be this one element. When, like, well, let me not say when. Ask yourself, what makes that true? Who told you that? Like, why is it that you can't be 2 things at once? Why is it that you can't hold multiple projects and still work on your own? You know, like, of course, don't overwork yourself. I would never tell anyone to overwork themselves. But it's also the idea of you can do anything that you want to do. You know, that's really what I'm fully feeling here. Is like, you can do anything that you want to do. Look around at your surroundings. Really look around at your surroundings. And like take in all of the information, assess correctly. You know what I mean? Like don't assess from your feelings. And if you do assess from your feelings, go back, look at all of that and said, okay, this is very emotive of me. Let me go back with a clear mind, right? A clear intentional energy, and reassess what I just assessed. Go through that list again, probably like an hour or 2 later when your emotions are no longer present with you, and ask yourself, are all of these things on this list still true? You know, to help yourself be a little bit more on the side of how you actually want to move, because our emotions can be so vast and they can be so fast at that it can lead us in ways and in spaces that we don't actually really want to be in once we get there. And that's really what this 9 of Swords is kind of like. It's giving headache ting, you know, like it's like, why does do this? Like, why did I do this ting? Like literally. So it's just like, find that real balance. And like, even if this exercise that I just gave you, it doesn't really help, it is really a good exercise to kind of allow yourself to be like, emotionally, this is what is coming up for me. And then revisiting that when you're no longer emotional, because the emotions fade, babe. Like they do fade. And it can help you. Once they fade, it can really help you, like, turn this card right up, but also it can help you actually make that decision. You're balancing, you're really weighing here. And I think that is beautiful, because we should always weigh out our options. But remember, with this 9 of Wands at the bottom, like, remember that, like, I'm saying that because she's accomplished AF. That's really what I like about this card. Like, it's accomplished. This card has, like, I've seen people talk about how this card has so many meanings, but she is accomplished as fuck. Like, she really has all of her wands. Like, I see that as like gold medals for me, like, especially here right now. Like, I see that as gold medals. Like, she literally has everything, and she's only holding one. She didn't have to grab them all. You don't have to grab them all. This ain't Pokemon. But Anyways, let's end with some breathing. That was your message for the month. Hopefully it resonated. But before we get into that closeout message, let's end with some breathing. Just a calm little 2-breath thing. And we'll inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay, Leo, sun and moon signs, thank you for rocking with me throughout this whole entire video. If anything resonate, please, por favor, déjame un corazoncito blanco en los comentos. Drop a white heart for me down in the comments, my guy. And know that I hope that this really resonated, and I hope that it brings you what you need, really. And if it doesn't right now, but in the meantime, I send you nothing but love. I send you nothing but warmth. I send you nothing but big old tight hugs, blessings, and all the sweet honey for your rest of your June, for the weeks to come, for this moment, and for the day. Ashe, I love you. Ciao.